Cigarette kill, that's no secret. But vaping, that's where the confusion starts. Some say it's harmless, others call it the new smoking. So today, we're setting the record straight. Let's break down the biggest myth about smoking and vaping, and why neither may be as cool or clean as you think. Smoke or vape? The choice seems simple, right? One burns, one doesn't. One deadly, the other safe, clean, chill. That's the lie. Because while vaping may look harmless and feel trendy, it's not as innocent as it seems. So today, we're debunking the biggest myths around smoking and vaping. We're talking chemicals, addiction, lungs, brain, and what happens to you long after you exhale. This isn't fear-mongering, it's fact, and you deserve the truth before your habit makes the choice for you. Myth 1. Vaping is just flavored air. Wrong. That cloud is not vapor, it's aerosol, and it's packed with heavy metals like nickel, tin, lead, ultrafine particles that bury deep into your lung, chemical solvent, flavorant linked to lung inflammation, nicotine, often more than a cigarette. Fact. Just one puff exposes you to a chemical cocktail your lungs were never built to handle. Myth 2. Vaping is a safer alternative to smoking. This is half true. Vapor is not equivalent to vape. Yes, e-cigarettes produce fewer tar-based toxins than traditional cigarettes, but most vapes contain high-dose nicotine. It damages the airways. Long-term effects still largely unknown. Already linked to vape lung and increased heart risk. Fact, you're not escaping danger, you're just swapping out one kind of damage for another. Myth 3. Vaping helps people quit smoking. For some, yes, but that's not the full story. Vaping often becomes a second addiction, not a solution. Many users dual use, vape, and smoke. Some switch back to cigarettes when they run out of pods, and others vape more frequently than they ever smoked. Fact, most people don't quit. They just rebrand the habit. Myth 4. E-liquid are FDA approved. No, they are not fully approved or regulated. E-liquid brands constantly tweak flavors and formulas, rarely list all ingredients, often include compounds like diacetyl linked to popcorn lung. Fact, you often have no idea what you're inhaling. Myth 5. There's no second-hand risk with vaping. 4. The harmless vapor hanging in the air contains nicotine, ultrafine particles, carcinogens like formaldehyde and benzene. Fact, second-hand vape aerosol has been shown to increase asthma symptoms in kids, harm pregnant women, and irritate lung in non-users. Myth 6 is just a habit, not an addiction. Nicotine is one of the most addictive substances on earth, and vape deliver it fast and sometimes in higher doses than a cigarette. Pods like Juul or Elva can equal an entire pack of cigarettes. We inhale more frequently throughout the day. Many don't even realize how much they are using. Fact, if you can't go 2 hours without puffing, it's not a habit, it's a dependence, an addiction. Myth 7. Vaping doesn't affect the brain. Nicotine messes with memory and concentration, impulse control, mood regulation, and in young users, it literally rewires your brain for addiction. Fact, thieves who vape are more likely to pick up cigarettes later, not less. Myth 8. It's not as bad for your lungs as smoking. Even without smoke, vapes cause chronic coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, lead to vape lung EVALI, a serious lung injury, can create scar tissue in the lung. Fact, your lungs aren't built to inhale hot chemical-laced mist every day. Myth 9. It's trendy. Everyone's doing it. Vaping isn't a flex, it's a marketing trap. Flavors are designed to hook you young. Nicotine salts make it easier to get addicted without coughing, and it creates the illusion of control while your body is begging for the next hit. Fact, you're not beating the system, you're feeding it. This isn't to shame you, we all cope in different ways, but when a billion-dollar industry profits off your lungs, your brain, your body, it's time to question the illusion they sold to you. You don't need smoke to breathe. You don't need vape cloud to be cool. You just need truth and the strength to choose better. Your lungs deserve oxygen, your brain deserves clarity, and your future deserves freedom. Drop a no to vaping and smoking if you're choosing yourself over addiction. Share this with a friend who deserves better than vape lies. Subscribe to Vitality with Divine for more healing and real freedom. Let's get here together.